If you're following Depp and Heard, you probably know Amber's got a journalist friend, Eve Barlow, who's not very happy that Johnny's featured in Gene DeBari and especially the Cannes Film Festival. This here's from Twitter, from an article. I'm not going to get into this very much. I want to use it as an intro to get into Eve's tweets. So it says, and though French fans may turn out in force to see Depp stroll down the red carpet, perhaps in Dior, and will probably scream his name and ask for autographs and selfies, not everyone is celebrating the actor's return to the limelight. Eve Barlow, a journalist, activist, and close friend of Heard, has launched a social media campaign with the hashtag #ConYouNot to call out the film festival for celebrating 76 years of, celebrating abusers for 76 years. Everything's got to be this terrible, horrible thing with an evil undertone to it. Nothing could just be about the movie, about what's going on. Everything in the old world was horrible, and they got to fight against it because they got wronged. And now Johnny Depp's new movie is entangled in some terrible film festival that's been around since 1939. On Instagram, she shared a photo of one of the actor's libel trials, which showed a hollow-eyed Depp, his shoulders hunched over, looking far removed from his glamorous on-screen alter ego. Of course, when you take 500,000 photos in like 1 month in a court case, I'm sure a couple aren't going to be so flattering. But all right, let's see what Eve has on Twitter. So she retweets this from Variety. It says, Con boss Thierry Framax confronts Johnny Depp backlash, rejects claim the festival is for R-worders. Would you be here if you thought that? Now, Eve's mad at this because she thinks he should take responsibility for having a terrible person in Gene DeBari. Eve says, weak response, putting the onus on the attendance of the film festival rather than taking responsibility as the organizer, as if denying that the institution of the Cannes Film Festival is one that people working in film have much choice, or whether to recognize, of course they have a choice. Here it is. Johnny looking all upset and angry. This is like one of the 500,000 photos he took or were taken of him. Eve claims that the Cannes Festival is banning protests. Well, I've got mixed feelings because I'm for freedom of speech, but if it's a private area, then you can protest where the public area ends. You can't protest on their private property. So I'd say as long as it's away from where the private property is, I guess they've got the right to do it. But it wouldn't be impactful. There would be like 3 Amber fans, 1 Eve Barlow fan, and some other random people on their side politically who are there for the free drinks. Let's see what else Eve has. Cons seem proud of their history supporting R-worders and abusers. And they've got Woody Allen and some other people you probably know who are big in the media, who were convicted, and most likely did some very bad things, but that person there and those other people there have got nothing to do with Johnny Depp. They didn't get their finger cut off. They didn't get defamed. They didn't lose roles in 2 major franchises. They're not victims. Johnny, as proven in Virginia, happens to be one. On a somewhat related note, I heard Gene DeBari is very good. Johnny has near perfect French and puts on a near perfect performance where his glances and looking at people give him a lot of screen presence without saying anything, and I'm sure it's pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments. Eve, back on Twitter, not doing so bad, by the way. Over 30,000 views most of the time on each tweet, just to throw that out there. And if you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Yeah, I got a cold. I'll get over that too. See you next time.